And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch 19, watch 19. Don't get nervous. Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He's tackled at
things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming.
A quick throw down complete to Ross. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mia Vs Cin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Off play action. Rose. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll give it to Chubb. He'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3. Brings up.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bengals 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves real.
You better run a YouTube blitz? What a coward.
Now the Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line.
It is the Browns from the DFB franchise watching, not your opponent.
Starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And his throw here is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Rose. And that's incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus. You know, the mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
The kicker on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll
here, he's not going to be saying that stuff around me because he knows he'll get yelled out by me.
For Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 30.
What up?
7
What up,
yards
Browns?
there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and they will only muster a yard here at the 38.
When
we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Chubb. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Can you turn that Cine fan on one piece? It's quite out here.
I got time. Is that too high?
Now one more.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Chubb on the counter. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
The Bengals 27-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cortland Sutton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
25-yard The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. They go play action with Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 40.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because it can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphin. With his 14th touchdown.
I knew you'd pull out the cheese sooner or later.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
You're lucky I don't care about who wins or loses this game. I don't give a shit.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow.
Wow.
Intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Throws. To the goal line, but it's
Drop me fucking picks. Come the fuck on, Madden.
But it'll be 2nd down.
And it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rose. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, this from 33. Sanders' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned. On the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff. That'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Get the fuck out of here, Madden. Should be fucking picked. God damn.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Back to throw. Rose. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
2nd down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rose. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Going deep for Hopkins.
Get the
complete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Following the penalty, Chubb. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins head on to their lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Okay, we sit the head. There we go, thank you.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
Wow.
Here is another
You know they pay me back.
picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet,